Hey everyone, Arahli here, and welcome to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved on the modded server. I think we're going to build our pirate ship today. I know that in the last one you got to see a peek of the little one that I tried some stuff out on. I was actually kind of experimenting with a couple mods to see how well it was going to work. I think I've learned what I need to, so we're going to try to put one of those bad boys together today, guys. So I have built a bunch of stuff here, and a lot of it is on this guy right here. So obviously the most important one to start with is going to be our wood battleship. Now this one is part of a mod that has a couple different options. So this one, 150% speed, so not crazy fast, but it has 15 by 15 foundation. So that should give us the most amount of distance away from the platform that we can actually build on. So, and then it has a nice backed up third-person view for it. And then we're going to do a pillar trick that I learned from Chicken Bone that I'll show you guys. I'm going to need that for that, and then I'm probably going to need just get a couple foundations to start us when we start this out. Alright, so let's get this out there first. Bam. Battleship. Okay. Hide that sail. I'm going to go out just a little bit. So you can see actually the third person's pretty decently back. Now the first thing we need to do is get one of the foundations actually placed so we can snap a pillar off it. And I think we're gonna do 4 wide on this. So I need to be able to actually get 4 of these things next to each other to make sure it's gonna fit. So we've got ourselves the nice little hole right here at the front that should help us with that. So let's get up to third person. What we'll do is we're gonna try just to split the difference on that, and then we're going to use that little front ledge there to see if we can try to line up side to side the actual foundation. It's pretty close. And then we just want to get okay so we can look down. Whoa, a little too far. Just want to make sure that looks like it's about half. Yeah, it looks about half. So let's try that. And then let's see if we can still snap one off the side here. Well, I don't think we can, so we are too far in the one direction. Now, I can still make this work, so let's put this here to make sure. And it looks pretty even on both sides. Okay, so that's going to work. We're going to leave. We're going to take one of these down because we don't need it anymore. Oh, I can pick it up. I didn't even know I could do that with this mod. That's fantastic. Alright, cool. So, now we're going to do the trick. Okay, so to get this to hide the... So, like, right now, the foundations are all the way out, right? I don't want that. I want just the top to barely be through this. To do that, we're going to use the pillar. We're going to snap it into this first. Okay? And then if you set in the next pillar, you'll see that... Let's get out of K. So once we put the next one down, we should snap just a tiny bit lower. It doesn't look much, but it's a little bit. And then we can actually just do that again. Now, usually to make sure this is going to work, you're going to actually tear down the other one. When you have 2 pillars, like when you have this one here and this one here, what happens if you put the third one down over here is that it's going to try to snap either to this one or to this one. Now, if it snaps to this one, it's going to be too tall. So we're going to take this one down. We're going to snap another one in. You see, once again, just a tiny bit shorter. And we're kind of just going to repeat this forwards and back a few times. So I think we can still fit one more in. A little shorter still. One more in. Now, we've come down pretty far, so we want to test and see how high this is. See, that's still above where we want it to be. So we're going to just keep doing this. Let's put another one in. Where we're at now. That's not bad, but I think we can go one more down and still be able to access the rudder from where that's at. So let's do one more, and we actually want to go backwards, I think, with that one. Okay, so that's not bad. You can just barely see it through there, but let us snap to it. And then that should keep us relatively centered on this guy. Oh, actually, that's snapped in a place I don't want it to. So I think to get rid of that, we have to go underneath it. Oh, sounds like we got some trouble on shore. Not anymore. Good job, bear. I'm sorry. Good job, burr. Okay, so that didn't snap where I wanted it to on the actual pillar itself. If I do that, it's only giving me 3 wide. That's where I want it to snap. So that'll let us go 4 once we do another little trick. Okay, so and this can go now because we've got our 2 main ones. And just to make sure, I can't snap next to this, right? No, I cannot. Okay, so I'm going to need to go backwards still. And I actually need to make some thatch stuff. I don't know if I've got enough on me right now. Let's see. I don't want the slope. I always try to click on the sloped roofs instead of the regular thatch roof. But I've only got 2. I'm definitely need more than that. That's the one thing I actually didn't make yet, so I will show you this part, and then I will go make some more of these so I can show you how that's going to work. So, at one point, the ARRRRK devs actually took this out, and then they put it back in, I think because of the public outcry, because this is just a great way to kind of get everything to work the way you want on a boat. So, you can see that if we get into a certain point, it'll snap into the thatch there, and now we can build outwards some more. So, let's grab one more foundation, because we're going to need that, and then I'll go get some more thatch stuff built up. Alright guys, so this actually took way longer than I expected. I actually recorded for over an hour and a half of raw footage, so I'm going to actually cut this into a quick montage, and then once that's done, we'll actually come back and I'll show you guys the finished product, alright? Are you ready? Montage! Hey guys, here we go. So I know I was going to bring it back for some of this stuff, but I had some server crashes. I don't think that the mods I was trying to put together were working so well. So I actually have it done to the point of just needing some decorative stuff now. And I figured I would bring you back and show you what we worked on. So we are just up in one of the crow's nests. Let's jump back here so you can kind of see. We'll give you a small scale, then a large scale. So we've got one sail back here. We've got a bigger sail here in the middle. We got another smaller sail up front. I'm king of the world. Okay. Then if we go back this way, you'll see we've got our planks. We've got some rope ladders hanging off the end of the planks. Same on the other side. We've got these guys that will open up to let us down in there. And then we've got our two doorways up here. We can go down inside here. And close these back doors. That's our way in and out for the animals. And you can kind of see here we've got a small hidden door in and out there. We've got another one of those right here. So kind of some fast exits. And then actually we've got two more of those right here. So, alright. Let's see if we can get this to work. Ooh. So that's what we're looking at, guys. Let's get her out into the water a bit more. Yeah, the sails just don't seem quite as big as they should be. It's really, really hard to get these to stack in a way that they don't intersect with each other. And with the pillar there, there's really no way for me to go any farther forward without actually using full ceilings, which looks very, very silly. So that's going to have to be as good as it's going to get for us. So there you guys go. What do you think? It's a nice pirate ship, I think. It's freaking huge. I mean, look at how much room we have inside. There's no problem. We could store dinos up here all day. We've got enough room for crafting stuff. We've got a big enough section back here to bring in big dinos. And then, of course, we got our loading dock here, essentially. And then one of the nice things about this this raft, too, is that I can actually back up. So, like, if I need to load up, I can kind of just back up until the shore intersects the back of the boat a little bit. Like one of these guys. And now that that's there, I can just take these guys on and off, no problem. See? So yeah, alright, let's close this up. Yeah, look at that. Alright, I think we need to try to take this out to the actual ocean. So, we'll park the quets, and we're going to try this out. And we'll just put the quets right here, it's no big deal. You know what we should do? Let's take an actual bird with us. So we can just fly back and leave that out there on the ocean. So I'm going to get a bird down there. I'm going to bring the other dinos back up here, and I will bring you guys back in just a minute. Look at this. This is nice. This turned out great. We'll take this over to Fox's place so we can compare this to the other one. Not quite in render distance yet. And you can actually kind of see from inside too. I tried to put the windows down so if you're on the inside you could see too. I'll probably put some benches and stuff up on top at some point too. So we'll be able to have multiple people on here. I mean, at some point, hopefully this server will have more than just me and Fox on it. But for now, it's just me and Fox. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool just to be able to go roving and raving. Reaving, I guess is the right word. Reaving. I mean, we can go raving too. I definitely like electronic music, so we could definitely do that. Okay. Almost in render distance here. We'll see what we got. So that'd be a pretty funny comparison between the two. Yeah, it's just, you know, a little size difference. It's just a little bit. I definitely learned a lot of stuff, though, with that other boat to kind of help me do this one. This is much larger than it needs to be. But, you know, hey, why not? Go big or go home, right? Alright, let's get this moved a little bit. I'm just going to take this a little farther up. Actually, you know what? Let's go put this in that cove. Fox has been talking about eventually making that like a little pirate's cove. So what better place to park the ship than in this cove? Alright, so I'll get this all parked up and I'll bring you guys back. Here we are. This is going to be the dock for now. We are here in the little cove over by Fox's, by the fox den, the foxhole, whatever he's going to call it. Yeah, alright, let's take one more look around. So, remember we've got our two doors here. So I actually put these and these doors in for a very specific reason. I want to be able to be down here and do a quick escape out. Oops, let's try this again. So I can do one of these guys and just be outside. Bam, ready to go. And then of course we can always drop right down in this way. Now this is, you know, this is where the bed and all that stuff would be, which we'll probably put that stuff in here eventually. And then we might as well just climb on up to the crow's nest, don't you think? I mean, that's a good place to be. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. This is quite the build. I know I kind of cut in and out a little bit. This was more trial and error than I expected after doing the other one, but I think this turned out pretty well. So I like this boat. If you guys dig it too, please feel free to drop a like down below. And of course you can subscribe for more videos. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.